Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at Real Deal Talk with another epic Fighting Productions interview. We have in the studio today Moses the Menace Oslin. Welcome to the show, bro. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Fantastic. Dude, I got to say right off the bat, I'm digging this nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it. How did you get at this nickname? I mean, obviously, I probably know where they're going, but hit me with it.
So I have a friend when he started fighting MMA and stuff. Like I was helping him train for his first fight. We're doing like this independent thing. Yeah, just something on our own before I started learning more about like MMA and fighting and stuff like that. And so we would be mobbing on like the streets and shit. Fucking. Oh, sorry.
You're right. You're good. It's your
I
interview, brother.
apologize. No,
Whatever.
yeah.
Let it fly, dude.
No, yeah. So we would be doing our thing. We'd be doing our thing, and just problems that would happen on the streets or whatever, you know what I mean, that we would occur or run into. Sometimes it would end up like resulting in, I don't know, like something, you know what I mean, a problem. We would end up getting into some fights and stuff. So I accumulated my nickname along the line. I don't know. He just started calling me the Menace, and I was like, dude, that is some dumb ass shit. Stop calling me that. Kept calling me. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna rock with it now. You know.
All right, so let's be specific here. What streets are we talking about here? What neighborhood? What streets?
Well,
what age were you?
I would say it's nothing like, I wouldn't say it's nothing like too crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I wasn't in like living in the streets of Compton or in LA or anything like that. I live in Lake Elsinore, where it's real calm. It's just it's a little poor, like poorish area. So there's a lot of like crime, as in like, I don't know, what do you guys call it, like tweakers or
Yeah.
drug you know what I mean?
Yep.
Always breaking into people's shit, trying to like come up on people's stuff and stuff like that. So there would be people like that walking around, and then there's always, you know, what happens inside like a ghetto area, especially when it's like inside a city that's not known. There's always like some young fools trying to pop up some shit or like, oh, I'm from here, I'm this and that. You know what I mean? That's not real. So you got the wannabes, you got the tweakers, and they're not scared. You know what I mean? They'll try to do something, but nothing too crazy, I wouldn't say. You know.
And so you got the nickname the Menace. I'm gonna assume that you took care of business like nobody, like you took out everybody, like you won your fights that you did on the streets.
No, I wouldn't say I'm no assassin. You know what I mean? Everyone, you know, this is real life. You know, there are people that don't even want to fight. They want to do other stuff to you. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I wouldn't say there's always been every occasion I've walked away victorious. You know what I mean? But definitely the times that it did come to handle business, or when it did come to get to scrapping, you know what I mean, I did do my part. For sure.
You did do your part.
Yes,
I love
sir.
how you're nicely saying you whooped some ass. That's what that's. I'm reading between the lines here.
Yeah.
All right, Moses. Let's talk about like when did you? How old are you now, by the way?
I'm 19. Just turned 19 in March.
19 in March. And have you fought for Epic Productions before?
No, this is gonna be my Epic debut.
Nice. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I've been wanting to fight for Epic for a really long time.
It's an incredible organization.
Yeah.
An incredible honor, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would totally agree. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so go back. You're 19, only 19.
Yeah.
When did you start training in any form of fighting, whether it was wrestling, boxing, anything? When did it start?
Okay, so I did jiu-jitsu with my dad. My dad got me into a jiu-jitsu gym, I would say, when I was real young. I would say around like 10 to 12, but you know what I mean? Just whatever I learned as like a little kid and stuff like that. And I ended up veering off from that, or, you know, I didn't do that anymore. And I started circling back around when my friend, he had his first fight at a place called Gladiator Challenge. And we were trying to do our own, like, whatever. I like it because we tried, you know what I mean? We went into it or whatever, but we tried to do our own little thing, and we learned. He went in there, he did what he did, but he got submitted from one of my actual teammates from 10th Planet San Diego. Yeah, his name's Alec Martinez. He got a rear naked choke on him fast, first round. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's not just about throwing punches, you know what I mean? Like, what would occur, you know what I mean? What would happen not inside the sport, you know what I mean? Like outside on the street basis, you know? And but so we learned a lot about that, but that's what had got me back into fighting. You know what I mean? And I started going to my gym, Team Overtime in Temecula. And that's where I started training from there on out.
So between 10, 11-ish is when you started with some jiu-jitsu with Dad.
Yeah.
Okay. How many years did you step away?
I didn't come back until I would say I was turning like 17 when I started training. Yeah.
No kidding. So you didn't do anything in those 5 years, roughly?
No, I started veering off.
Other than street fights?
Yeah. And well, I just started getting into no good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You want to embellish on that a little bit? What are you talking about?
Well, so I try to be a part of some like little clique out here from Paris, and they would come down to Lake Elsinore, and they're trying to, you know what I mean, sell some shit, and I was just trying to make money because I was, you know what I mean, younger. That's what attracted me, fast money, you know what I mean, and whatever, and I ended up having I got my lady pregnant, and we ended up having my daughter. I found out that I was gonna have a daughter, so I decided it was time, you know. I seen I don't know. It gets emotional for me. Yeah. She means a lot to me.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And she did a lot for my life.
Yep.
Like changing my life, turning it around, you know. I ended up, I don't know, I didn't want to fuck around and ruin the chance to not be able to like be a dad or like be around for her.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure that if I didn't, you know what I mean, if I didn't be anyone or like turn out to be anyone, I could at least be something in her eyes, and she could always be like, oh yeah, my dad was here for me, you know what I mean? My dad, like, cared about me. He was always in my life. He raised me, you know what I mean? And I want that for sure for her. So I definitely decided it was time to stop fucking around trying to be something that's not going to lead me anywhere, you know what I mean? Stop trying to impress the wrong people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And we had my daughter, and I stopped doing anything that was going to maybe lead me into like a bad path that I don't want to go towards, you know? And I got my job. I started working. Stopped trying to make like fast money, making honest money. Now I work at Chili's as a line cook. Yeah. But it's pretty good money. You know what I mean?
It's honest work.
Yeah, it's honest work, and I get to go home. I see my daughter. You know what I mean? I get to spend time with her. She's a little bit over 1 year old now. Yeah. And I started walking, running, all that. Best experience ever.
Yeah.
You know?
There is nothing. I mean, I've said this a million times, man. I've got 2 kids, and my proudest job or accomplishment, or let's say job or role in this world, my favorite role out of entrepreneurship, everything that I've done is that of a father. Yeah. There's nothing that comes close. Yeah. So I freaking love hearing this, dude.
Yeah, of course.
And your daughter, would safe to say, totally changed the trajectory of your entire life?
100%.
Wow. Incredible, 100%. Man. Incredible. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to because we're going to circle back around. Yeah. I'm loving this. But I want to talk about the training a little bit more. Yeah, because training for MMA fighting is just not a normal thing, right? No. So you spent about 5 years away where you did nothing. And then did you have your daughter in between this time? Like, at what age did you have your daughter?
So I got my
Oh, that's right. Well, you're 19, so it'll be 18.
Yeah, no, I got my girlfriend pregnant when she was, I had my daughter when I was 18. Gotcha. I got her pregnant when I was 17. Started training late, like before, I would say like 2 months, maybe 3 months. No, I would say like 2 months before I turned 18, I started training at Team Overtime.
Gotcha. Team Overtime in
Temecula.
Temecula. Okay, you still living there? You still training there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. Okay, beautiful. All right, so what was it that pushed you to go train again? Like, what was the thing that nudged you?
So I'd seen my friend go fight, and I went and I got the whole experience of like the MMA fights, and it was just crazy. I was like, dude, this is
the one
sick.
Where the guy got submitted.
Yeah. I was like, this is sick. We did the whole walkout thing. I tried to corner him. You know what I mean? We did like 2 months of training inside some ranch in Paris of like just what we could put together. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was dope. As I said, I like it because we tried our best. And but anyway, so we had went, and I had seen the whole environment. And I was digging. And I was like, oh, this is dope. And I seen him go fight, and I was like, all right, I want to do this. I think I would be good at doing this. Like, I like fighting. You know what I mean? I think this would be dope. So I was like, I wanted to do it real, though, because I had seen what had happened when we tried to do it. You know what I mean? Maybe from a garage, I don't know, or whatever other people do. But you know what I mean? But we were from whatever, trying to do our own thing. And I had seen how that worked out. So I was like, I'm going to take this serious. I want to actually be something in this. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I had actually met my dad. My dad had known my coach, Julio. Yeah. And I had seen him walking out of the cage, and he was with my friend's opponent. Yep. And I was like, oh, like, where I had known you. He's like, yeah, I have a gym. Come down to Temecula, like, overtime. You can come train. And, like, come, you know what I mean, see what it's about. So I went over there, real friendly environment. You know what I mean? I love the stuff that they're teaching. Yeah. I seen quick results. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I want to stay here. Started making some really good friends. I have my brother over there, nice. Carlos, you know what I mean? So
yeah, give a shout out. Your brother, Julio.
Yeah, Julio, Carlos Bernal, you know what I mean?
Come on.
My brother's over there. Keanu, he wasn't able to make it today, but you know what I mean? He's also my brother. Trains real hard. He's fighting on this card as well. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, man. Yeah. Fantastic. So this now isn't that long ago. So you really dug in at about 18, not even a little over a year ago?
No, yeah.
Right?
Like, yeah, just barely over a year ago.
And give me your what's your main forte? Like what do you gravitate towards? Grappling, striking, what's your thing?
Striking.
For sure.
Yeah, I like to strike.
You love striking.
I love Muay Thai, all that, yeah.
Yep. And your plan, without giving your whole game plan to your guy who you're fighting, this fight is talk to me. You know who you're fighting, right?
Yeah, I know who I'm fighting. Yeah. I seen that I heard that he wanted to strike, or that's what, you know what I mean. So I'm totally down for that, 100%.
You're down for striking.
Yeah, I'm not going to gravitate away from that whatsoever. I'm not scared of whatever result is going to come out of that. I'm very confident in my striking game against him.
I love it, man. I absolutely love it. All right, so let's get back to, as I said, fighting is just not a normal thing. And the amount of, how much you training, by the way, right now, how many days a week and how many hours a day? Let's go there.
I train every day I can get it in, which is basically every single day. I do every single day once a day, and I do twice a day on the days that I can make it in that I'm not working. But again, being a dad, having a daughter, I do have to make some money. I can't just chill off of that, you know what I mean, and not have no income. So I do, the days that I do work, I make it in once a day, and I do my cardio by myself and my strength and conditioning by myself. But the days that I do make it in twice a day, they're always willing to meet up with me at any local gym or anything like that to get also working. So it's always a constant grind whenever I can. I
love it, man. How important is your team to you? Your Julio, your brother?
The world. Yeah. The world. Definitely. Yeah. If I didn't go to this gym and I didn't meet Carlos, Keanu, Julio, and some other people that I've met along the line, you know what I mean, I definitely would not have the interest nor have the skill level that I do right now, or confident enough to take fights or nothing like that. They made me, you know what I mean? We made each other.
I absolutely love it. Family, right?
Yeah, of course.
Speaking of family, all right, now listen, again, not normal. Training every day, injuries, pain, suffering, blood, sweat, tears, the whole nine. It's not normal. Something has to drive you to want to do that, to get up every day, to get in there, to fight. What would you say drives you? What is your main driving factor, or who is your main driving factor? Why do you continue doing what you're doing here?
Well, I would say I definitely do this well, there's two reasons. The first reason for anything, for MMA, for work, anything that I do is for my daughter, 100%, above all.
Yep.
Anything. And the second reason is because there's a lot of people that I seem to, I don't know, along the line lost confidence in, or lost, you know what I mean, their belief in me.
Yeah.
So I definitely am here to show that it's quite the opposite, you know what I mean? Yep. I'm definitely going to take this to the next step, and, you know, I'm going to show them that any sort of doubt or non-belief that they had in my knowledge of what I knew that I was going to do, or my game plan that I had planned, you know what I mean? I'm going to show them that I wasn't wrong in anything, you know what I mean?
I do, and and there's a name for those people, by the way. On the road to success, we call them action motivators.
Yeah.
These are the naysayers. These are the haters, quote unquote. A hater's a good thing, by the way. If you don't have any haters in your life, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. If you do not have any haters, that is not a good sign. That means you are not doing anything worth hating on. It's that simple. So your level of success is directly proportionate to the amount of haters you have in your life. 100%. And haters just another word for being jealous of what you have. That's 100%. All it is.
Yeah.
So these are action motivators, and they are a good thing. Let's get back on because I noticed you're wearing a hat called Dad Gang.
Yeah.
Dad Gang.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how much your daughter means to you when it comes to your fighting. Like, is there any way you will be denied? Is there any way you will stop or quit with keeping your daughter in mind? Or is everything you do, you said, is for your daughter?
Well, yeah, it comes to a factor where it's not like, I hope it pushes me enough, or she means so much to me, where it's just gonna keep me going. It's just so down to a point where there's no other option than to succeed. You know what I mean? I can't allow for there to ever be a reality where, you know what I mean, where she has anything less than what she deserves, which is everything.
Love it.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Girlfriend, how's she doing? Is she gonna come to the fight?
No, I'm a single daddy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's finish. Let's land the plane in this interview. How about parents? You want to shout out any parents? How the parents doing?
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's
my
go.
my mom.
Let's go, mom.
Definitely.
Can't leave mom out.
Oh, my mom. I love my mom. She be taking care of me, making the best food. It just sucks when I'm cutting weight because, you know what I mean? Can't dig into anything that's reeking up the entire house of just beautiful smells. I love my mom. My dad, definitely love my dad. I have two very good parents that are always there for me, that supported me when I had my daughter at such a young age, you know what I mean? So definitely, I love my parents. They're always there for me. They make stuff happen when I need a little bit of support.
What are their names? Go ahead and shout the names.
My dad, Jason Oslin, and my mom is Stella Frias. Definitely.
Stella?
Love them. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Mom, love you. Nothing like the most amazing moms, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's finish the interview by I want you to give because we're gonna let's see 2-3 years from now when your daughter can actually like comprehend when she's listening to something. Send your daughter a message right now. Dedicate this fight to her and tell her what's up. Tell her what's up with Dad.
Definitely, I want to tell you, Mia, that I love you a lot, and you know what I mean. I just can't wait to see what you have in store, and I just want you to know that I work endlessly hard for you no matter what. Anytime I'm tired, anything tired, you know, I don't feel like I can get up, anything like that, you're the first thought that pops up in my head, and I know that I'm gonna have a lot in store for you, and you know what I mean, I'm gonna make everything happen, anything that you want, definitely.
And what's her name?
Her name's Ariana.
Ariana.
Yeah.
Love it. Ariana, we love you. You're the driving factor. Moses, the Menace, Oslin, ladies and gentlemen, Real Deal Talk. That's a wrap. Let's go. Hey, it's been an honor, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate you coming
definitely.
in, dude. Best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Real Deal Talk. Come on. The Menace, Oslin.